The Oklahoma City Thunder have taken a thunderous step toward NBA glory, storming through Game 5 of the 2025 NBA Finals with a resounding 120-109 victory over the Indiana Pacers. It wasn't just a win. It was a statement, a performance that echoed the hunger, the intensity, and the grit of a team that no longer wants to be remembered for their rebuild, but remembered for raising banners. Game 5 was more than just basketball, it was a war of endurance, momentum, and mental strength. And as the final buzzer sounded, it was Jalen Williams who stood tall. The 6 feet 6 inches swingman, who has grown from promising prospect into undeniable powerhouse, delivered a career-defining performance, 40 points. Let that sink in. 40 points in 35 minutes, crafted with surgical precision, 14 of 25 from the field, 3 of 5 from beyond the arc, and 9 of 12 from the free throw line. This wasn't just a scoring outburst, it was leadership in motion. When his team needed separation, Jalen gave them daylight. When they needed composure, he delivered calm. And when the Pacers threatened with second-half surges, he silenced the noise with bucket after bucket. But the Thunder's success wasn't built on one man's shoulders. It was a collective. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander dictated tempo like a maestro. Chet Holmgren clogged the lane and altered shots, forcing the Pacers to second-guess every drive. And the bench, ruthless, efficient, ready. The win gave Oklahoma City a 3-2 series lead. One more win, and they're champions. One more game of focus, of execution, and the trophy is theirs. They haven't hoisted an NBA title since 1979, when the franchise was known as the Seattle Supersonics. This current Thunder team was built for the long haul, but now they're sprinting toward the finish line with the title within arm's reach. And yet, amidst the Thunder celebration, the heartbreak in Indiana was unmistakable. This marks the first time in the 2025 playoffs that the Pacers have lost 2 straight games. It's unfamiliar territory. A gut-punch reality check for a team that has defied odds and carved a playoff path no one expected them to tread. Pascal Siakam, the versatile veteran, did his best to keep Indiana's hopes alive. He poured in 28 points on an efficient 9 of 15 from the field, hitting 3 of 6 from deep and sinking 7 of 8 free throws. He fought. He led. But the mountain was too steep. Tyrese Haliburton, still nursing that bothersome calf tightness, looked a shadow of his usual self. He managed only 4 points, visibly hampered, hesitant to make the sharp cuts and quick bursts that usually define his game. But even hobbled, he tried. Because that's what leaders do. The rest of the Pacers. Inconsistent. The rhythm that defined their earlier wins vanished. Their defensive rotations were a step slow. Their perimeter shooting cooled off. Their bench production wavered. And every mistake was punished mercilessly by a hungry Thunder squad that smelled blood in the water. Now, everything shifts to Game 6. Indianapolis will be the stage. Gainbridge Fieldhouse will be the battleground. The Pacers will return home with their season, and perhaps their destiny, hanging in the balance. It's win or go home. And for a franchise still seeking its first ever NBA title, this is the moment they must rise, or forever wonder what could have been. Thunder fans are already buzzing. Social media is ablaze. Ticket prices for Game 6 have soared. The cheapest seats, $725. Lower bowl, you're looking at $1,500 and climbing. Everyone wants to witness what could be a crowning moment in Oklahoma City history, or the fiery resurgence of a Pacers team that refuses to go quietly. But momentum belongs to the Thunder. They've now won 2 straight games with poise and polish. They've found ways to exploit the Pacers' defensive gaps. They've silenced hostile crowds and defended their home floor. And more importantly, they believe. This isn't a team hoping to win, it's a team expecting to win. The spotlight, though, also belongs to Jalen Williams. His 40-point night may just go down in finals lore. He didn't just dominate, he dismantled. His pull-up game, his slashes to the rim, his defensive effort, every piece of his performance screamed, superstar. If the Thunder do lift the trophy, Game 5 will be the night we all point back to as the moment it truly tilted in their favor. And for Indiana, it's now about resilience. Can Haliburton recover in time to be the playmaker he was all season? Can Siakam replicate his efficiency with the added pressure? Can coach Rick Carlisle devise a scheme to contain OKC's versatile attack? Game 6 is more than a playoff matchup. It's legacy-defining. For OKC, it's a chance to return to basketball royalty. For Indiana, it's a fight to keep the dream alive. Thursday, June 19th. Circle the date. Get your popcorn ready. Because this series is far from over. And the NBA Finals. They're just heating up.